Why isn't life easier? That's a question I was feeling today. When I was working at a school, I'm doing some intervention for exams with Year 11 students in a school in the UK. And I used to be a teacher, so I know what it's like to try and behaviour manage 30 students at a time, and also try and have a good lesson, make sure they're all learning, and the high pressure that is. So I had very small groups, 1 kid, then 3, but I knew I had 18 kids coming up at the end of the session, at the end of the day. And I started to get this really uneasy feeling like, oh, last time they misbehaved, I don't want to have to go in and deal with it. It's much easier just to have these small groups. And I needed to bring myself back to this realization that I've been guided to by lots of different teachers, mostly Abraham-Hicks. Just that the main thing is that you feel good. The main thing is that you get happy first and then sort the other stuff out. So I just reminded myself, okay, there's nothing I can do apart from enjoy this moment. Just enjoy this moment. Okay, enjoy this moment walking down the corridor towards the classroom. It's fine. And then the feelings got more. The energy started to rise. Enjoy this moment where I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. And then walk in there, the kids start coming in, and enjoy the moment of greeting them and looking at them and thinking, these are great kids, and being happy to see them and telling them that it's good and they're looking forward to having a good lesson, and then they start coming in and some of them start being naughty and they come in late, but because I'm in a good mood and I'm enjoying things, I'm funny and I'm reacting to them in a way that's not bothering me at all, because I'm going to enjoy this lesson, and if they want to get out, they can get out. It doesn't bother me, but I'm going to have a good time, and I would rather they're in here because they're good students and I'd really like to enjoy this lesson, and this is what we're going to do and this is what we're going to do, and I'm going to get you confident about your exam by, I'm going to act out what you do. You're going to go into the exam hall, you're going to sit in the seat, and then I'm going to draw on the board, this is what you have to do. You get this extract in front of you and you're going to be fine. You circle 5 things, circle this, and then each one of those things, which are the language techniques that you're looking for, you write a point, evidence, explanation, and you've done this since you were year 9, so this is very easy. And that's a little demonstration. Now we're going to do it, we're going to have fun, and we're going to see who can do the best, and etc. So that's kind of how the lesson was going. But I was in such a good mood already because I hadn't let myself worry about it. Or if I had started to worry about it, I just accepted the worry and then just found something else to enjoy about the present moment, that by the time I was there, I enjoyed it. And then afterwards I was buzzing much more than if it had been a lesson with only 3 students. And I realised after that, that behaviour management is all about getting yourself in a joyous place first, and appreciating the students and walking into that classroom and having a great time. And then they reflect that back and they take that back and they want to be in on the party you're having. So that's behaviour management. I used to be a teacher who was always trying to, I'm gonna count down from 10 and then you're gonna be quiet, and then once you're quiet, then we can start to learn this really important thing. Like really humourless, really joyless. That's the sort of teacher I used to be, but it's not necessary. Life is fun. No one's holding a gun up our heads saying you must be serious. And we know as teachers that all these assessments and exams they have to do are just part of the system. It doesn't mean that we have to let them worry about it or get worried about it ourselves. Just go with it, We're allowed to have fun. In fact, fun is the only choice, whether we're enjoying life and having fun with it or whether we're worrying about it and taking it seriously. So that was the first thing I learned. But then I also realised that that's kind of the purpose of life as well, is to rise to the challenge. I could be like a daisy and just sit in a meadow the whole time and not do any work. Or I could do some work, but just the very easiest, go in and do very easy stuff and never have to actually challenge myself. Or I could accept that life is going to have difficult situations, and instead of me spending so much time and wasting so much time worrying about these situations, I could just enjoy what I'm doing at whatever point, and then when that moment comes, I get myself in a good feeling place and accept that the moment's here and I'm going to rise to it, and I don't even have to try very hard, because nearly always the right impulse comes at the right time and the right inspiration comes at the right time, and then I can respond spontaneously and creatively to any situation, not just teaching, but any situation that demands a more heightened sense of action, of relating to people. And then once you've done it, you feel the thrill of doing it, rather than just lying around all the time trying to have an easy life. When Abraham talks about being downstream, I don't think it means that you have to try and do the least amount of stuff and try and have the easiest life. It's not easy in the sense of not doing anything. It's easy in the sense of not worrying about it before it happens, not worrying about it after it happens, because there's nothing we need to do. A bit like Eckhart Tolle, just stay in the moment. The moment never requires that much. I do this as well when I get up in the morning. Sometimes the thought of getting up and, I just want to put my alarm on to snooze. I can't be bothered to get out of bed into the cold and then go and get into the shower. But if you do it moment by moment, I can at least sit up a little bit. I can at least open my eyes. I can at least do a little bit more, sit up a bit more. I can at least push a bit of the cover off. I can push a bit more of the cover off. Just moment by moment, nothing's unmanageable, and then before you know it, the momentum picks up and you're out of bed. That was a long ramble. But life, just to sum it up, life is really about making that choice that you are going to enjoy yourself. And it's always possible. It's always possible. It is. Even if you are in a situation like a war or something that from the outside looks terrible, there is always the opportunity to find something to enjoy. The excitement, the life. As I'm saying, I know this sounds controversial, but it's true.